2 of the 3-day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday days that will be demonstrations will be taking place. And as of this evening, Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino, alongside another aide of the Azimio affiliated, were charged in court, of course, for planning chaos.
Yeah.
Those are the charges right there. And I want us to talk briefly about arrests.
Yeah.
How arrests were made. You know, he has appeared in court more than 24 hours after he was arrested. There was no clarity where he was being held. So just take us through what needs to happen when someone is arrested.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have a very robust constitution. In fact, it has been termed as a transformative constitution by the fact that under Article 49, that's Chapter 4, Bill of Rights, it provides for the rights of an arrested person. Normally, what should be done is that once you've been arrested, the law requires that the arresting person should endeavor to make sure that that person is presented before a court of law within reasonable time, and normally within 24 hours. And if it does not fall within a normal working day, a very reasonable time that follows now following the day that that person has been arrested.
Right. So
constitutionally, the arresting officer or arresting person is mandated to ensure that that person is presented before court of law. And even before you are presented before a court of law, you are supposed to be given what is called now the police cash bail or police bond. And even when you are being arrested, the person arresting you must inform you of your legal or your constitutional rights. Number one, he must inform you that you have a right to access to an advocate.
Right.
Number two, you have a right to access to cash bail or cash or bond. So those are the parameters under which an arresting officer ought to apply. So
these must clearly be stated when an officer approaches a person.
Exactly.
To arrest them.
Exactly. You must be stated. In fact, that's why you normally see even in movies say that whatever you may say may
be used against you.
And you're being arrested for A, B, C, D. So that you know as the reason as to why you are being arrested, because you know here it's a very fundamental right that is being curtailed, the right to liberty. So if a person curtails your right to liberty, he must be justified as to the reasons why he's doing so. So the Constitution, in as much as it recognizes that there are situations under which a person might be arrested, then those constitutional requirements must be met. So you're supposed to be presented at least 24 hours before the expiry of 24 hours. If you are not presented before the expiry of 24 hours, then there must be a very good reason by the arresting officer why he or she has not done so. So in the instance case that we just pointed out of Babu Owino Mheshimiwa being arrested, I think it's very unfortunate. First of all, I understand he was arrested in somewhere I think it was in Kirinyaga.
Right.
And then he had to be transported back to Nairobi.
Yeah.
You see, there was a whole circus. Yet in Kirinyaga or wherever he was, there are court of laws. He could have been presented there, and then maybe the court could have directed otherwise. But now, there seems, if there are legitimate reasons to hold you past the 24 hours, then those reasons must be legitimate, as I'm saying. They must be necessary. And also, they must be categorically stated as to why they are holding you. Normally, or the normal procedure is that when you arrest a person and there are many reasons as to why you want to retain that person for quite a longer time, you have to go and seek leave before court and give reasons as to why this person is not safe to be released.
Right.
So there are those metrics that must be met, and there are those conditions that must be met.
So yes. In this case,